regarding the Eric Garner tragedy. When that case went to the grand jury, the law was very clear that the minutes are not subject to inspection by the public. Even myself, when I went to the office and walked in the first day, first thing I said is, boy, I'd love to read those minutes. And guess what? I'm not allowed to read those minutes because the law says that they're sealed at the time that the process went forward.
Convene a new grand jury.
That's right.
Can we what?
Convene a new grand jury.
For the Eric Garner.
Convene a new grand
Well, right
jury.
now, there is a grand jury that the federal government is looking at. If I
We're talking about the Staten Island District Attorney's Office convening a new grand jury for the indictment of Daniel Pantaleo
And others.
and others associated. Absolutely.
I don't believe it's fair to speak on that until we see what happens with the federal grand jury.
Yeah, we can't do anything else until the federal government makes its decision.
Once they make the decision, it's their commitment on the part of the mayor's office.
I mean, there was a grand jury, there was a process, unless, and I want to be certain of the law here, unless there are totally new facts that come into evidence, then you cannot convene a second grand jury. Did I say that? Tom's my counsel, that's exactly right. So just because I don't like the outcome of a process, I can't repeat the process if I'm not following the law. Let me be very clear. I don't want to give anybody a false sense of hope, whatever. It is very, very seldom that a second grand jury is convened on the same incident, because of the fact that you don't have to have newly presented facts, miss, but you have to have newly discovered facts, and that's a big difference.
All right, so this district attorney, McMahon, has said that he cannot reconvene legally, that he cannot reconvene a grand jury.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Yes, he did at an meeting with the NAACP.
I was there. I don't remember him saying he can. I remember him saying he had to wait until the feds finished their investigation.
He said it was use the words double jeopardy. And then he backed off. He did, and then he backed off on it. And he said, if I get new evidence, I can do it. I can only do it if there's new evidence, just like double jeopardy. Right. But the problem is, double jeopardy does not apply to a grand jury because it's not public. It's not published.
So there's no obstacle really.
Yeah, and there's actually a Supreme Court decision which specifically says convening a new grand jury, which I think John found, is not double jeopardy. And so he did use those words. And then he backed off and said he could do it if he found new evidence. And then he backed off further and said,
wait for the feds to finish their...
And then he also said he couldn't read the transcript. He had no access to it, which is a lie. He's the DA.
Bold-faced lie.
And he just, his lying got worse as it went on because he felt confronted. But McDonovan is not doing anything different. Oh, I'm sorry, McMahon.
They're one and the fucking same, though.
They're
one and the same. Right, they're one and the same. Yeah, it's ridiculous here on Staten Island.
And then,
July 17th, Staten Island, 202
we'll get you,
Bay Street at 12 o'clock. We will be rallying and marching, protesting justice for Eric Garner. 12 o'clock. Legacy will be leading this march herself. So please come out, join us. We will be having a community youth choir. They will be singing the I Can't Breathe song. So if your children are interested and you want them to participate, you could just look on Legacy's page, the Legacy Ever Gone and Left Behind. After we rally and march, we will be doing a give back for the community, something Eric did on Victory and Bay all the time. So we'll have ices and good treats for the kids. So expect us, and I expect to see you guys.